What up, Boxing World 12 Rounds TV? There's an article that came out that it's about Broner versus Porter. So you guys know they're fighting this coming weekend, June 20th, this upcoming Saturday. And the article that came out is about whoever wins the Broner versus Porter should fight Mayweather. Well, I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? I don't think that Mayweather will be up for Broner or Porter for that matter. You know, I honestly believe that Mayweather would easily beat Broner or Porter. And that's not necessarily a sensational fight, a great fight that we all gonna look forward to if it did happen. You know, being Broner, Mayweather's somewhat of a brother, and Porter, you know, is a good boxer, but not necessarily somebody that we want to see with Mayweather, especially for his last fight if he does retire in September, or at least his last fight contract with Showtime. So I'll forget about that. But the funny thing is, though, is that Mayweather retaliated to that news, rumor, gossip, whatever you call it, and said that Porter can't beat me or Mayweather can't beat me. Something like that in that nature, right? Or nah, I'm sorry. Broner said Porter can't beat me. It's not going to happen. So what basically Broner is saying that he's most likely the one that's going to fight Mayweather. I highly doubt that's going to happen. So even if Broner did beat Porter in the upcoming fight, I don't think Mayweather will consider fighting Broner. That's not going to happen. What you guys think? Nah. It's not going to happen, bros. So let's just forget about that. Winner of the Porter versus Broner is going to be the one that fights Mayweather in September. Forget about that. It's not going to happen. I don't think so, at least. I mean, unless you guys have different opinions and outlook on the situation. But to me, it's ridiculous that Mayweather versus Broner will happen in September, or even Mayweather versus Porter will happen in September. This is very unlikely, but anything can happen. At the end of the day, it's Mayweather that fight. It's Mayweather that chooses who he fights, when he want to fight, who he want to fight, and the whole nine. Right? He's on the A side. He's the champ. He gets to choose and pick everything. Now, Broner said here that Porter can't beat me. It's not going to happen. I will not be the next Floyd Mayweather. I will be the first and only Adrien Broner. I don't know why I would be terrified of Porter. I'm not terrified of anything. He can talk. It's all okay. And they got a picture over here with him and Porter, and Mayweather is in the middle. Pretty much just, you know, group hug kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't think that Porter is also worried about fighting Broner. You know, even though the current catch weight controversy and rehydration clause that we all know about already, I don't think there's any issue. You know. I don't necessarily think that the Porter versus Broner is a bad fight. I'm not saying that. But we all know that it could be controversial. And there probably gonna be our controversies if Broner did win. You know, if Broner win against Porter this Saturday, there's gonna be somewhat of controversy. Maybe not from the fighters, but we'll hear something like this. Porter was dehydrated. He's not used to fighting at a catch weight of 144. And not only that, he fought with a rehydration clause at 154. He's not used to that. And that's why he lost power. That's why he lost to Broner. Something in that nature, right? Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people said that, you know, F that crap. We don't want to hear any excuses. If Porter thinks that he's not going to have any chance or weakens his power or his ability to beat Broner at 144, then he shouldn't have signed the contract. or he shouldn't agree to the fight. You know, but with the amount of money though that Porter is getting for the Broner fight, I don't see why would he turn it down. You know what I mean? Like I said, boxing is all fun and games, and it's all, you know, fun. Like I said, a good sport, but there's a big politics behind boxing. Any sport, really, for that matter, right? It's not just boxing. It's golf, you know, UFC, you name it. You know, I mean, basketball, football. There's politics behind everything, right? My thoughts on this of either Broner or Porter fighting Mayweather in September is just ridiculous. It's not real. You know, it's unreal. It's unbelievable. It's something that I don't think is going to happen. But like I said, I'm not perfect. I've been wrong before, and I could be wrong. If Porter wins against Broner, and we've seen it before, when Maidana fought Broner, and we all know, like I said, Broner is so close to Mayweather that it seems like Mayweather had to fight for Broner, for that matter, against Maidana. It's like, I'm gonna get him back for Broner type stuff, right? So yeah, we can see it. You know, I can see Mayweather agreeing to fighting Porter. Not necessarily what everybody want to see, but like I said, we've seen it with Maidana. Hell, after Maidana beat Broner embarrassingly and beat him down, guess what happened? Mayweather fought Maidana not only once, but twice. You know, it's kind of like, I'm going to prove a point that you can beat Broner because he is the, contrary to popular belief, he is the closest one of style to Mayweather, but Broner is no Mayweather. Kind of that, you know, in that same situation, right? So, Mayweather fought Maidana, and indeed he won twice against Maidana. And, you know, kind of like proving a point that, yeah, you beat Broner, even though he's got a similar style than me, but you ain't gonna beat me because Broner is not Mayweather. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. So, I highly doubt that if Broner went against Porter, that Mayweather would consider fighting Broner. Even if I think Mayweather would agree to the fight, you know, even if Mayweather would say, you know what, I'll fight you, Broner, I don't think Broner will fight him. Or vice versa. You know, I don't think both fighters are going to agree to fight each other. It's either one or the other is going to say, no, man, we're not going to do that. You know, I think Broner is all right at 140, not necessarily 147. We'll see how he does at 144 against Broner. You know, that's not so much weight. It's only 4, but Porter is a natural heavier dude than Broner. That's why there's a catch weight and there's a rehydration clause. You know, I don't think that Broner would do as good as he would against Porter had it been at 147. So that's why it's 144. Well, let me know what you guys think. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know would Mayweather consider fighting Broner or Porter? Would he consider fighting them for his last fight in September? His last contract fight with Showtime? And retires? I mean, that's not as exciting as, you know, Mayweather fighting somebody like, I don't know, man. I was going to say Amir Khan, but over and over, you know, it's getting old already. If I say it again, that Amir Khan's performance against Algeria was not nowhere near a perfect or good audition for the Mayweather fight. It's getting old already, right? So, it's out there. It's on the loose, you know, of who Mayweather is going to fight this September. We haven't heard anything yet. A lot of rumors out there. I think a fighter that could be interesting against Mayweather, I will give you one, it could be interesting to see against Mayweather, but not necessarily could be a pay-per-view sensation, even though it's still going to generate, big numbers, because when Mayweather fights, it's always a big number, right? Because he's already, stabilized his name, and he's known, and especially he's fighting for the last time if he retires. So, it's going to be big regardless, but it's not going to be big as if, he fights somebody else, like how he did with Manny Pacquiao, the numbers. So if he fights, let's say, Keith One-Time Thurman, that will be a great fight. That will be a good fight, because Keith One-Time Thurman is a solid competitor. He is a solid guy. Not only a solid guy, he got a solid ego and a big mouth too. Somebody that could actually talk back and talk crap about Mayweather. I can see both fighters, talking crap to each other at the weigh-in, at press conferences. I mean, I can see it. I can see Thurman just, dogging Mayweather throughout the whole advertisement of the fight. I can hear Thurman already. If he's announced that he's going to be the next Floyd Mayweather opponent, I can see and hear already Thurman saying bunch of crap, bunch of stuff. And it will be funny, It may generate big numbers, may. I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but it could happen, right? There's nothing set in stone yet of who Mayweather is going to fight in September. So yeah, I think that would be an interesting fight. Mayweather versus Thurman, September. It will be an interesting fight. Like I said, it will be an interesting fight, but not pay-per-view sensation, if that matter. So, let me know what you guys think about Mayweather fighting the winner of Porter versus Broner, or maybe Amir Khan, or maybe Keith One-Time Thurman. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, comment me down below, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, peace.